from town and has transferred her membership to us because of timing issues. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I give to you Megan.
Good morning, Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and honored guests. It was a Friday afternoon. I was sick of working. It was gorgeous outside. Called up my motorcycle friend and said, "Gary, we're going for a ride." So he takes me out to Atwood Lake area. It was gorgeous. 3 things, characteristics. I said, this is me. Free-spirited, hopeful, self-assured, and compassionate. In the middle of that ride, those 4 words came to me. That's who I am. But of course, you can't really get to know me and those characteristics without first knowing the core. Where I came from, what I do today, and activities that make me me. So that is what I'll share with you this morning. I grew up and I'm from a town called Ashtabula. Most people know Ashtabula as, that's the snow belt, which is very, very true. You may know Ashtabula for either our wineries or Geneva on the Lake as well. Growing up, I grew up in the country where we had a lot of land. I spent my younger days outside swimming in our ponds, going fishing, climbing trees. I was completely a tomboy as a young child. And all of these activities were centered around my dad. I was totally a daddy's girl, and still to this day I am. Dad and I would camp in our backyards. We would go on long vacations. We would sometimes just sit on the porch and just listen to the radio, baseball games actually. And as I transferred into adulthood, I realized the differences my dad and I have, but even to this day, with Father's Day coming up, I still treasure those memories so much that he embedded into me. So I graduated high school, went to college. I'll explain my college experience in a couple of minutes. That in itself was a traveling adventure. And then I landed here in Canton about 4 years ago. I currently live in Jackson Township, where I have a roommate. However, I am hoping to move this summer, still in Canton. And I'm hoping to move because my living location where I am now is not sufficient for my home office, which leads me into my next area, what I do today. But I can't really get a full picture of what I do today without first telling you how I got to this profession. Like I said, my college experience was definitely a traveling adventure. Graduated high school, I said, I'm going to school for social work. I said, no, I'm going to school for exercise science. No, I think health promotion is more my thing. No, I think we'll go back to social work. All right, communications, that's it. Now this day and age, the change of major is not quite unheard of, but with me, it was not only the change of major, it was the change of schools. First it was Toledo, then it was Bowling Green, then it was Kent, then it was Malone, and finally graduated from Kent. So, 5 majors and 5 schools, but finally 6 years and my degree in communication studies from Kent State in 2009. After I graduated college, I worked at a marketing industry in Mayfield Heights area while living in Canton. And if anybody knows me at all, you do not stick me behind a computer for 7 hours without talking to anybody. That just doesn't flow. And that was my responsibility, was market research. So needless to say, that position did not last long at all. In the middle of that, I had some other jobs, but finally, in the first part of May, I landed a position that completely resembles what I wanted to do and what my hopes and my career dreams are. I currently work at American Cancer Society, which my office is at home, but my responsibilities at American Cancer Society is a fundraiser. I organize Relay for Life events in Stark County area, which if you know of Relay for Life, it's a 24-hour community event to raise funds for the American Cancer Society, where our mission at the society is to help people get well, stay well, find cures, and fight back. So I work constantly with community volunteers. Relay for Life is a volunteer-driven organization and fundraiser. It's driven completely by volunteers. So my position at the American Cancer Society is act as their staff person between the Relay for Life and the society, providing them all of the resources they need to put on this 18 to 24-hour community fundraising event. And I love it. I love it because I'm out in the community, I'm talking with people, getting to know people. And my job allows for so much flexibility because I work from home. And that flexibility really gives me the time to do what I love to do, the activities, the adventures that make me me. One of the things I opened up with was motorcycles. So we will be talking because I give myself 2 years and then I'll have one of my own. But for now I have a nice little group of friends that I can call up at any time and they can take me out riding. I love adrenaline. I love anything to do with adrenaline. I love to go watch drag racing, skydiving, bungee jump are all kind of things that really interest me and just really get me excited. However, I obviously can't do those things from day to day. So other things that I enjoy doing, I love people. I really just love people. Learning about people, hearing their stories. I love diversity. Hearing where people came from and their backgrounds. My guilty pleasure is wine tasting. Any man who takes me to a winery has my heart right away. I love to travel to wineries in the area and out from Ashtabula. And I can't end the conversation without telling you about my #1 interest, and that is the gym. I love to work out. I've competed in some bodybuilding shows and some other areas. That's what I love to do. That's where my core interest is in the gym. So, though the core activity of what I like to do is the gym, the core of my heart, like I shared with you, is people. I've met some incredible individuals along the way and formed some lifelong relationships, and I've allowed myself to break down some walls and to let some people in. So I'll close by telling you my missions in life. #1, to sustain a healthy lifestyle through diet and exercise. #2, to maintain a positive mentality on every situation, realizing that my life's outcome is completely dependent on how I choose to view things. And #3 is to attract like-minded people, which is why I'm here in Toastmasters today. So thank you for welcoming me.